Time for a Talltale short. The Smith family, fresh off the ship, huddled together, reading an intriguing, heart-shaped note. The message within revealed a secret path to the best starfish spotting location, away from the crowded pier. Their faces lit up with excitement, mystery, and delight. This was an adventure from the heart of Seashell Harbor, and the architect of it all was Leo, a young boy with an endless imagination and a heart of gold. Hidden from the crowd, Leo watched as the Smiths embarked on their journey. Their skeptical faces turned to ones of pure delight and wonder when they returned that afternoon, their arms laden with beautiful seashells, an unforgettable day etched in their memories. Day after day, Leo watched from the pier as visitors came and went, his heart brimming at the tiny joys his notes would bring. Yet not everyone shared his delight. Mr. Mulligan, a gruff man running a rival tour operation, was none too pleased with Leo's rising popularity. Things took a sour turn when a boastful visitor, a retired businessman named Mr. Baxter, claimed to have twisted his ankle following Leo's directions. An outright lie born out of embarrassment for following the directions on a map he held upside down. Upon hearing the news, Mr. Mulligan seized the opportunity to call a town meeting. "Leo and his notes did this," he boomed. "Stop his nonsensical notes at once!" Left with no choice and the threat of a lawsuit, the mayor ordered a stop to any off-the-beaten-path tours. Instead, visitors were pushed directly to Mr. Mulligan's operation, where they were forced to watch a 4.5-hour history of the town's founder, John Stark. Possibly the most boring person in history, Stark was most known for his lukewarm love of watching grass grow and his occasional, slightly loud snores during naps. Heartbroken, Leo watched as tourists would arrive each morning full of life and leave each afternoon tired, bored, and grumpy. But just when all felt lost, Leo returned home to find hundreds of tiny envelopes stuffed in his mailbox. Inside each were tiny notes. Leo's eyes became large as he read the contents. "This is how we fix this," he exclaimed. The following day, Leo stood in the middle of the town square, a box of notes by his side. In a confident, unwavering voice, Leo began to read the letters aloud. "Dear Heart Note Writer," Leo started, "your guide led me to a peaceful cove. As I watched the sunset, my heavy heart felt light for the first time in years. Your note, filled with warmth and kindness, made me feel seen. Thank you." Leo read letter after letter, a crowd forming around him. The commotion even caught the attention of the mayor and Mr. Mulligan, who made their way to the square to listen. As Leo's words filled the air, the bustling town fell into a hush. Even the seagulls seemed to still, their heads tilted, as if they, too, were listening. Each letter Leo read held its own story, stories that echoed with joy, discovery, and something special. A figure then emerged from the crowd. It was Mr. Baxter, his face flushed and eyes downcast. I wasn't entirely honest about my accident," he confessed in a wavering voice. "I got embarrassed because I couldn't follow a map properly. So I blamed Leo." The air seemed to freeze as gasps broke the silence. Mr. Mulligan shifted uncomfortably on the edge of the crowd, a stern look etched onto his face. The mayor, on the other hand, looked contemplative. "Leo," the mayor began, his voice steady, "your notes. They've brought a sense of wonder and happiness to Seashell Harbor. Unlike any drab tour about our town's founder, we were mistaken to stop you." Cheerful applause broke out as Leo's face lit up. The sun dipped below the horizon, streaking the sky with hues of orange and pink. A newfound sense of pride bloomed in the town. From then on, Leo's notes were sought after by every visitor, each one a guide to a memorable experience. And as for Mr. Baxter, he was regularly spotted at the pier, map in hand, all set for his next adventure, as guided by Leo's heart-shaped notes. This was a Talltale short, small but mighty stories, released daily in audio format. Create, read, and share more tales at talltale.com.